Hello, you're very welcome to Classic English Academy Plus. I believe that English language is a beautiful large puzzle. When you know the structures and the constructions perfectly and try to use them, and the more you try to use them, the easier it will be to find the pieces, putting them together to make this beautiful picture clear for everyone, for yourself and for other people. I exactly mean that when you understand the structure and the construction and try to bring it in your speaking and in your writing, I can understand you a lot easier, a lot better, a lot faster. But if you just connect the words together to say something, it can be unclear. It can be something that I cannot understand it properly. Why? Because some words and some sentences are not in the right order. Well, the language is going to be perfect when we know the grammar. Why? Because the grammar is going to teach us how to connect the words together. In English language, we have a special words like possessive adjectives. It's the group of words that shows our ownership. We have something and we say, my car is broken today. I have my job for a long time. It is his problem and I am going to help him. Well, we use different kind of pronouns and possessive adjectives sometimes at the same time in two connecting sentences, in some connecting sentences too. So, the more structures and the constructions we know, the more practice we need to make these together and make it easier for our mind to understand. So when we are listening to somebody, it will be very fast and very clear. We are going to enjoy it. Today we are going to talk about the, possessive adjectives, the words and the signs of our ownership. Let's get in the lesson and see what we have today. Okay, this is session 14 and I'm very happy that we are all here again. Well, in this session we are going to talk about another important structure and grammatical tip. Well, this is very important to learn the grammar from the basic perfectly, because when we go to the intermediate and advanced level, we are going to learn more practical and very, very important structures. But the problem starts when you go to an exam and you can introduce intermediate and advanced level of English, but still you have got some problems in basic language. You're going to get negative, and that is very bad. Why? Because you know the upper levels, but you do not still have enough control on basic things. So please try to have practice, every day, I can say really, every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times every day, because you're going to cover all these things together. Everything starts from the starters. Do you remember? Well, the starters can be anything, like a starter and starters of a sentence. Like Tom, like Tom and Mary, Tom and Sue. Okay, then we have some pronouns. Okay, subjective pronoun. Tom is he, Sue is she, and Tom is he, but they are 2 people. So we say they. I'm Bob and you can say that, yes, I, and you, Mr., Mrs., you, lady, you, well, your name, and here, okay, say your name, maybe you're Sui, you come from China or from France, Maria, I say, we can say you. And here we have got Tom, okay, Mary. Well, Mary is she, huh? We can say Mary. Mary is she. Okay, so here we have some subjects, we have some starters. Either we have the name and the proper noun, in fact, or we have these are proper nouns, or we have the subjective pronouns. Well, these are going to have and a possibility own something. We are talking about the possessive adjectives. They are the sign of a kind of possessive. It's very easy, huh? He, and we use his. Look at it here. They, their. I, my. You, your. She, her. And if I'm talking about my cat, well, I am talking about it. And what do we have for it? Of course, it is its. Be careful, we just need to add s to it. Do you remember it and it is? Yeah. It is equal its. But that is abbreviation, short form of it is. If you add an apostrophe here, it is the short form of it is. But here we do not have apostrophe here. No. So we don't go there. Okay, it is just about it and its. Is that clear? I hope that you understand it. If you do not, please go back to the lessons and try to see it. In the beginning of our sessions, Unit 1 or 2, we're talking about some different kind of verbs. And in Unit 4 and 5, we just introduce some of the most important things about this here. It is, and the short form of it, it's. Okay, so there are some people with some possessive adjectives. His, their, my, your, her, its. And when we were talking about the two people, you and I, well, I say you and I. We can say this is equal we. Yes, of course. And what is the possessive adjective of we? We say our. Okay, if you start a sentence with my cat is very nice. Its home is outside the house. Its home is outside, for instance, the garden. You and I are good friends. Our jobs are interesting and we enjoy them, our jobs. Or we can say we are good friends and our children are friends too. Okay, so if you start the sentence with the starter like you and I, you can bring the, yes, possessive adjective our. If you either started with you and I or we, you can say it is our. It's very easy. If you say Tom and Mary, yes, of course, you can say the possessive adjective is their. Or you can say they and then bring the possessive adjective their. If you say that Bob is anyone, I am Bob, okay, can be anyone, Bob, I can say I and then my. You and your name, you, Mr., you, Mrs., you, lady, and your is your possessive adjective. Mary is not here. Mary is out. Her car is at home. Mary is out, her car is at home. Or she is out, somebody is going to ask to Mary, and I say, no, she is out, but her car is at home. Okay, so there are some interesting facts about how to use the subjunctive, the possessive, adjectives, and different and relationship. But something is very important. They are very different. Most of them, he is very different from his. Look at it. They, their. I, especially she, they are very, very different. The spellings, I turn into my. She turn into her. We is very different, huh? We turn into our. It and its are very, very close because we just add s. It's very simple. Yes, of course, it's very simple. But session 14 is going to teach us something very, very important to produce the language in the best ever way. You know, this is very, very important to have these very fluent in your speaking. Writing simple sentences, question sentences, and negative sentences. Try to bring them into your practice and make a lot of different things about a lot of different people and subjects or objects. This is going to help you a lot. Let's have some more examples and samples. Yes. Okay, let's bring the possessive adjectives into a conversation. We have two people, A and B. Somebody call and ask for Tom. He or she says, is Tom over there? And I say, yes. I can say, yes, he is, because Tom turns into he, huh? Yes, he is. But his wife is outside. You get it? I am just making a conversation, a very short conversation, and try to bring it into the real world. We are going to learn the possessive adjectives, the starters, or the rest of the language, try to bring them into sentences, into the real world. We need to think to produce the language because the language has got a very important role in everyday life. So we need to think about it where we can use this. Okay, the A says and the B answers, says something, is asking something. Is Tom over there? Yes, he is. It's the short form of yes, he is here. We do not need to add here. Generally, we don't need to say it. But his wife, okay, Tom turns into he, look at it. And Tom or he has one single, yes, possessive adjective, and it is his. His wife is, because his wife is one, look at it. Tom is one. We have one verb here. Here, wife is one. We have one verb here. And the rest of the sentence, full stop, the sentence is ended here. Okay? Easy. Try to analyze the language. So when you hear it, it is going to be fast and clear. If you have got some hearing problems, I mean, when you listen to something, you cannot hear them very well, or you do not understand the whole things, but you understand every word, it is most probably because you do not have a strong practical structure in grammar. Maybe you do not have any idea about the connection of the words. Well, the word order and the part of the speech are two most important things about the grammar. Okay, is Tom over there? And you answer, yes, he is, but his wife is outside. You can say, no, he isn't. Okay, there is another B here, huh? You can say negative things, opposite. No, but his wife is here. Would you like to talk to her? His wife, yes, Tom. You say Tom is asking about Tom, and then you say his. Look at it. This is it. Very easy. So try to make the conversation with yourself. Try to practice it. Okay, practice makes perfect, huh? Yeah, little by little we will talk very, very interesting. We'll talk very, very clearly. We will talk very, very comfortably. We are 100% sure, and we will be 100% sure what we are making. Try to make it at home. Try to do this practice every day. I believe it that you need really to do it several times a day, but 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, do not spend 2 hours, 3 hours. No, 20 minutes, every 20 minutes, 5 or 6 times. Every time you need 20 minutes practice exercise. Do not get it very, very tough. Okay, it is a little bit hard in the beginning, so do not spend a lot of time on it, but little by little you are going to increase it. But then you will see yourself, yes, you can understand it, and you do not need very specific time, but you can make sentences even when you are walking or you're doing your job, your tasks at work or at home. You do not need to sit at the table, you see, at the desk or write something. No, you're just doing yourself, your stuff, and you're making some sentences in your mind. Okay, you're imagining about different situations and making some beautiful sentences. Try to put these sentences into a conversation. Most probably try to make it with positive or the negative ones. This is very, very interesting. Okay, when there is a question, there can be a positive or a negative forms. Okay, let's go for another example. And well, the person A, and we have got again B here. I say, is that your dog? Say yes, I have it for a long time. I have it for a long time. Yes, exactly. Your dog. I say your dog. And the your dog is going to turn into it. Look at it. The dog is turned into it, not your. I say your dog, the whole of it is talking about subject. Okay, maybe it's an animal or anything. I can say it. Look at it. Hey, we have another scenario. It is a negative form. We say, no, it's my friends. Look at it. Friend is one single, and we have got S here with apostrophe S. This is a possessive apostrophe S. Something to somebody, or somebody for somebody. Okay, my friend's dog. Here says, is that your dog? So no, it's my friend's. This my is the possessive adjective for I. Yes, but this is a apostrophe S possessive. This is going to show that something belongs to somebody, my friends. Okay, we will talk about this in a complete lesson, in a complete unit in this book. Now it is the best time to get in the book and see what we have there. There are a lot of beautiful exercises and some extra everyday, every session practices that I do. Let's see. We are in Unit 60, Essential Grammar in Use. Some people think that Grammar is just used in formal language, but it is totally wrong. We use grammar everywhere. The book says the same thing. Essential grammar in use. In use means everywhere, both spoken and written. Even in a slang language, we need to have the grammar corrected in all sentences, but we have some different vocabularies and idioms, special phrases. Okay, like the other exercises, we try to see every exercise in this book like an exam. We already had some tips about how to use the possessive adjectives, and here we are going to fill the blanks. Let's see 60.1 exercises. We try to have a look at all the questions and find these subjects clear. I, my, of course. She, er, or her. We, our, of course. He, his. What about they, their? And you, of course, it is you. So, and the rest of the sentence is very easy. The first one is done for us. My hands, I am going to wash my hands. Maybe one of my hands is dirty, so I need to wash just one of them. So I can say hand too. Why not? I'm just changing the sentences. Look at this. This is very important. She is going to wash her hands. We are going to wash our hands. I cannot change this because we and some hands. He is going to wash his hands. Yes, we can say his hand too. Well, the book has got the answers at the end, but we can change it, whatever you like. They are going to wash their hands. Yes, we cannot change it here. Are you going to wash your hand or hands? Both of them true. One of your hands or both of your hands. You can say yes. Let's answer this question. Yes, and I will come for lunch. Easy. Just try to make a connection with the book. The book is A, and you're always B. Try to answer the questions. Try to bring some connecting sentences, or somehow put a negative sentence to make it perfect. 60.2 is asking us something very interesting. We are going to fill these gaps with some similar words, like in exercise 60.1. He leaves, he, one single person. The verb shows one single person too. With his, yes, relative possessive adjective with he. Parents, both of them, mother and father, are parents. We can say parents, but we are not sure it is mother or we are talking about his father. But if we are going to mention it, yes, we can make it clear. It's not very difficult. He lives with his parents. They live with their parents. We live with our parents. Martina lives with her parents. Let's continue this sentence. It is very interesting. Martina lives with her parents because she loves them very much. I just try to use some other part of the grammar and different structures with words. Do you remember them? Well, objective pronouns, subject and object. Yes. Her is a possessive adjective. Easy. Now we are going to make a connection with because, a conjunction. We are trying to produce the language this way. It is going to be a perfect result after some time. I am going to live with my parents. You know, to be going to, we have it in 60.1. To be going to is a kind of the helping verb. We say be going to. And of course, you remember, well, that be can go for different tenses, am, is, are, and was, were. We always have a main verb after this idiomatical helping verb. This is idiom. Well, it is in helping verb because it is made of some words. That's why we say it is an idiom. Here in 60.2, number 5, I just like to use this to be going to. Just imagine that I came back from a foreign country and I say this to my friend. Try to imagine the language. In real world, you need to be fast. You're going to show that you have already experienced the language. That's why. We say, I am going to live with my parents because I do not have any place to live now. Do you live with your parents? And you need to answer it why. Easy? Okay, this is a question. Most children as child. Okay, it's the plural of child. Child is singular. Most children live. And when it is plural, we say that they is the subjective pronouns. So for they, we need their. Most children live with their parents. Because, can you tell me why? Because their parents can only support them fully. Yes, easy. Because, and the rest of the sentence. Try to make all the time think how to say things. This is going to happen in the real world. We are going to work this book in the real world, you know, all these tips, all these construction and instructions in real world. I usually ask my learners in the class to find the connections between people in a picture, okay, in a photo, and try to write down some sentences. Sometimes we are doing some sentences. Sometimes we are making some sentences. Sometimes we are doing some exercises. Sometimes there are some sentences about one photo or a picture. We need to fill the gaps like this. But try to make your own sentences. Okay, it is very important. I saw Sarah with her husband, Philip. Look at this one. This is very interesting. Try to put it in your notebook. This comma is very important. Philip starts with capital P, is very important. If you are doing an exam very soon and you're going to hear this, be careful in the part of your listening. You may hear this. Be careful that you need to fill the gaps for comma and the name of the person. It is a proper name. It's a kind of a proper noun, and we need to start it with capital P. Okay, this is very important here. And there are the other ones, they are the same, similar. Laura and Steve, they, and we need their, of course. I saw Steve, not I, Steve. Steve is he, and say his wife. Ben, yes, brother. I saw Ben with his brother. For instance, Laura, she, we say here, we say her brother, Will. And the same thing we have in number 1 in the other exercises. I saw Sarah and Philip with Sarah and Philip, and there were 2 people. We say they, so here we need their son. Easy, and the same thing. Okay, try to continue these sentences. They are going to help you a lot. 60.4 is very interesting too. Do you like your job? Wow, this is a very complicated question to answer, really. Try to grab the questions in this exercise. Number 1 is a question. Number 8 is a question too, and also 9. We have another. Now, we do not have any other. None at all. Do you like your job? Say yes, but it is, or yes, it's. It's sometimes. Do you remember the adverb of frequency? If you do not, look at the link above to go to that lesson and see this adverb of frequency. I talk about this in the previous sessions. It is sometimes boring. Not mine. Now, I love my job. I have been teaching for more than 3 decades, about 35 years, and I have always liked it. The way that I interact. I get connection with a lot of great learners around the world. Yeah, they are perfect. Well, in fact, teaching is a perfect job, but you really need to be absolutely patient. Alice and Tom, there are 2 people. So the verb is plural too. Live in London. Son. Oh, the son is 1 single. They have 1 child, it seems. Maybe they have many children, but they are talking about their son. So their son lives in Australia. Australia is a great country, I know. Anna, yeah, Anna is going out. This is present continuous. We will talk about this tense. This is very, very important. With Anna is she. Look at the one. This one is very interesting. With her friends. This evening is the adverb of time. We have all the word order and part of a speech almost in every exercise repeated continuously. Is that your car? Your car. No, I don't have a car. Be careful about it. This is very important. I sold it last year. Well, you can say, I didn't need it. Try to continue. Do not stop. I didn't need it. I just continue it. Is that your car? It's, well, A. And you are B. Huh? You say, no, I don't have a car. I sold it last year. I didn't need it. Finish. I am going to wash. Number 10 is nice. My hair before I go out. But it's cold outside. Just imagine what happens. Yeah, catch cold. Number 12. John has a brother and a sister. This is very important. Why? Because we are talking about John, not about his brother or sister. You say his brother. This is capital. Be careful. Letter, because it is just a trap for us in the questions. They want to see that if we put it in a small letter, and make us, yeah, sad. His brother is 25 and his sister. This is a small letter. The difference. That's why I said put it in your notebook. Great. I am B, huh? I am B. It is A here and I am B here. Great. How old are they? I just made up my mind to ask a question from the person who speaks, from the speaker. Yes, you can do this too. It's not very difficult at all. 60.5 is our last exercise in this unit. James is one person. Doesn't is the helping verb. And we have the main verb, of course. We have the helping verb because of the main verb. We cannot bring the helping verb alone here in this sentence. When we have a sentence, we have the main verb, always. We can make this sentence negative or a question with a helping verb. James doesn't enjoy his job. It's not very interesting, but I just like to continue. His has to stay there. This is a force from outside. Has to is a helping verb. We will talk about this. Take off your coat. I get it? And sit down. This coat, well, is just here. This is nice because we have got two phrasal verbs. Sit down and sit down. Yes, thanks. I will wait here. Maybe you're waiting for somebody, huh? You're going to wait. I will wait here. I am B, okay? And what about the guy? He is A. She is A. Do you know that man? Man, he. Yes, but I do not know his name. Try to remember. Yeah, try to remember. It's necessary. It's very important. Whatever you like. It's very necessary. It's very important. Okay, so it's not very easy. Yes, I know you're going to say that because you're an elementary learners. It is easy for me. I understand this, but try. Okay, after some sessions, after some units, after some structures, you're going to get, I will try to continue this way of teaching until you send me a comment that you are fully, in fact, skillful. I mean, you're fully understood what is happening in the exercises, and somehow you are able to do everything with the unit and the exercises. You can have a lot of different kind of practices producing different sentences, and I will be great and very, very thrilled and happy to hear that one day. I would like to thank you to watch these videos. Please put comments if you are interested to have more videos like this, as well as subscribe and hit the like so you will receive more beautiful videos. I hope they are beautiful, of course, and take a lot of care. Have a great time. See you next session. Bye.